Welcome, y'all. Today we're going to be going over Baby Boom Book 2. So, we know how this book starts that, we had a streamy night with Mr. Covington and we are carrying his babies. Now, our babies basically. And now we work under Mayor Dixon also. So, throughout that was the part of the book 1. And Craig, the antagonist character, we got to see him. So now at this point you can choose your love interest to be either Mayor Dixon, that is gender customizable, or Mr. Covington. So it's totally up to you. So now what we do here is that you're having twins, but what does that mean for your future in Gracetown? That's the chapter 1. So you see, like, your sister's excited for this and your friends, you're all excited about this, and you go into that Mexican restaurant described by Craig, and you are having a really nice time, you're enjoying, and at one point you now know, like, you're having one boy and one girl. So the takeout from the first chapter has been, like, really the Craig's return. Like, he says, like, he has served his time in inside the prison. He has served his sentence and now he's out and he's running for mayor now in the upcoming election. Now we see, like, he was recording something in that, and he was basically catching us off guard in our fragile, vulnerable moments. Like, he was using our own words and he was basically manipulating those words and using that as an positive ad for him and negative ad for Mayor Dixon. So now we see this throughout this book, this first chapter, and this is going to be a part of this book too. And also we have to meet with the family of our children's, biological father, or you can also be, you can have a love interest with them too. That is Mr. Covington. So that's the chapter 2, Child's Play. When the Covingtons come to town, how will you handle meeting the family? So we see, like, we meet with Mr. Covington, that is, our Covingtons, our love interests, dad and their 2 brothers. It was a nice moment. We see, Cassandra going there too. So, there we have a little bit, we played a game. But the takeaway from this is that though we have impressed the brothers of Covington, but Covington's father, Mr. Covington, Senior Covington, he was not impressed by us at all, and he said to basically just skip town and go away, and that Covington, who is the biological father of our children, babies of our babies, so he won't be taking any responsibilities. But when Covington, Clint Covington as the name, default name, Clint Covington, our love interest, knows about it, he says that it's not going to happen, and he abandons his father. He leaves the mansion, and he's now from onwards he's on his own up until his dad accepts our main character and his grandkids. So that's what happens in this chapter. Now the next chapter, Keep Your Enemies Closer. At a swanky garden party, you try to get the town council to back your latest project and get help from the last person you would expect. So here we see, like, Cassandra, she comes around. She says that how she's really jealous. She wanted all the attention and everything, but she's not getting that. We are getting that, how people love us. So she's basically jealous about that, and that's why she's helping us, and that's a really good thing. So we have Cassandra, we have we have our Mayor Dixon, we have Covington, so we have people beside us. So we see, like, from this chapter now on, like this chapter, like how this evil guy Craig announced his bid for mayoral elections. So now we defeat him in this chapter. So he was proposing his plan for, like, how he's gonna build a golf course. So in everyone, the elites of the Gracetown, they were really falling for his idea, and we need to do something, and we can win this queen position, so we can we can embarrass him, we can embarrass Covington's father, the evil guy. So that was really interesting. If this is a diamond scene, you can choose to, like, grab the key, it's a watch, I guess it was, and you can defeat Craig and you get this diamond scene. And also you sort of then, so but your plan first, like, you were sort of thinking of renovating this. People were not buying this plan, so you finally came up with this plan, like, of making a park of of a Firefly field. So when you break this plan, everybody's so excited, and finally people like the football coach, or the police officer, or even Brady, everybody now throws away Craig's idea of making a golf course, and they're now on board with your idea of making a park, like where everybody can do their own activity, like sports. You can do any sports, not just golf. You can soccer, football, basketball, anything, or you can just read a book. You can do anything. So that's a really interesting thing. And we see first while driving to that, that elite party, like how Mayor Dixon was saying, like they wanted to do something special with that field. So now we're putting it to good use. We're making a park, and it's certified. They are donating for the park, and that's certified. So we sort of defeat the jerk Craig in this, but like this tells like Craig is mad at our main character and our group, and he says like, and over y'all, election is still remaining, and it is going to be interesting. So some things to say here. This is the main chapter. I'll be reviewing the next two chapters, and then so on and so forth. Stay on for that. Keep an eye out for that on my channel. But the thing that is really interesting, that if we all read before the book Big Sky Country, you'd find similarity. I mean, this is also a small town. It was Montana, perhaps the Big Sky Country, but this one is also a small town book, and it is really interesting, to be honest, in terms of like the musics. You get memories back from the language, and sort of I really enjoyed Big Sky Country. So it really, I feel like I'm all over reading again the Big Sky Country, the music. So when you play Baby Bump Book 2, the music is similar with Big Sky Country, and also this mayoral election. You remember Asha Ranhorse? She ran for this. Again, another jerk guy there. And here's the same thing, but I think this guy is also a jerk. Craig, he's like an evil person. He's also running for mayoral election, and also our love interest here, she's also running for the mayoral election. So this is really interesting. So, and there's gonna be a debate. Remember, we had a debate there too, in Big Sky Country. So I am finding a lot of similarity, and I really, really loved from the bottom of my heart that book called Big Sky Country. I have really high hopes for this book. Let's see what happens. Let me know how you feel so far. Chapter 4 and Chapter 5 review coming tomorrow. So keep an eye out on the channel, and let me know how you think about Baby Bump Book 2, how you're liking so far. Are you happy with the twins? And it really teaches a lot of stuff about if you are a pregnant woman, if you're reading this book, it is going to help you out also. I'm pretty much sure about that. Or, at any stage of your life. It's not, you just don't necessarily, you don't need to be a woman. Anybody can learn from this. And this is really a good book, I think. And also Big Sky Country vibes. And this is a pretty awesome book, Baby Bump 2. Let me know your opinions, guys. Thank you for listening in. Stay safe. Bye.